Hey, what's going on with you guys out there in the anti-social media world? It's your boy NAT, aka H2O ACHE space 2 space O. Most definitely, no doubt. If you don't, you should already know. Uh, it's early in the new light, man. It's still dark out. January 5th. It's been really cold here lately, and I drove to work, and these past couple days I've been getting free days. I just wanted to, talk about what's been going on here lately, man, and my life and in my job. I drive for a certain carrier, got my CDL and CDLA. I drive 53 foot. I guess they would call them drive vans. And long story short, I've been working here for a while. I was working here, and then I had some issues with management. Some stuff that I felt like probably could have been worked out between men, but we got into something, and they let me go, and I thought it was wrongful termination, honestly, but I filled out for unemployment and got unemployment because they said I did nothing willfully to lose my job. So I collected unemployment for some time, for like 4 or 5 months, and the same carrier let me come back, and I thought that was cool. It was pretty much, let bygones be bygones. And I've been back now for like 2 or 3 months now. And October, November, December. And now I'm still here. And here recently. So what I wanted to say was that I picked up, so they call it the surge. The surge is like, it's busier. It gets busier like during, Thanksgiving and, the holidays and stuff, Christmas and all that. And I was doing like 4 or 5 days. They might have changed a couple things, but I had a certain driver manager, and he lives in Florida. So he was busy. He had a lot on his plate, to where he wasn't really doing things, the way he should have. And they mess around, and they switched my driver managers like midway through. You know what I mean? So now we have to do like these safety videos every month. It's a little tedious, like, to where you have to, like, I already memorized these videos because you got to take like a little test at the end of these videos. It's like every month. I guess it's to keep safety and make sure you're doing everything according to like their protocol. So long story short, they used to let us do, get to the end of the month to finish these videos. And I guess they switched it, but now they switched my driver manager. Usually they'll give you a heads up, like, hey, you gotta do your videos. But so mind you, during the surge, man, I'm working like, I'm picking up extra days and everything. I'm working 3, 4, 5 days. So I'm doing well for them, and working hard, man. It takes a lot to get up. I have to commute like almost an hour to and from work, and my days be long. I be having like 13, 14-hour days. And I had a day off. I was at home, with the wife and kids, and I get a call. So when I get the call, right, it's this guy named let's just say his name is Carlos. He's my new driver manager now. I'm like, cool, no problem. So he starts telling me all these things that I did that I haven't been doing right, like not leaving the domiciles on time. I showed up late here. I should have been there at a certain time. Should have left at a certain time. I did call in to rest the one day and all this stuff. And I'm like, listening to him. And I'm like, man, why are you calling my house with all this, and you saying a lot. I end up, so when I got the phone call, right, I picked up the phone and we started talking. I'm in my living room and I went out front. Then I just went out front because I was with my lady. I didn't want to talk in front of her, so I got on the front porch. And now we talking, man. And before you know it, man, I just started saying unsavory words. Now I try to watch my mouth, because I'm an adult, man. But I started getting upset. I'm like, man, that's that BS. I don't know why you calling me with this, man. Whatever. Yeah, well, it's not personal. This, whatever he's saying. Before you know it, man, I started walking because now I'm getting upset. I end up in the middle of the park, man. I walk like 3 blocks down, and I was in the park, and he's saying all this stuff. I say, well, it's crazy because I don't understand, what exactly I'm doing wrong. They got like this. They have this camera that be watching you when you driving, and it's a lot, man. It's like they switched it from smart drive to to this thing called Netradine. So whenever you doing something, right? Say if I'm driving, if I look down, it'll say distracted driving. Or if you know if it's on point, this thing but it's, I'm telling you, it's a pain, man. It gets on my nerves so bad because you trying not to let this little machine ding you because it keeps your driving on record, and they score you at the end of the week. Every day, at the end of every day and every week, they score you. So man, there's times I don't even be doing, like, so if you yawn too much, it'll be like drowsy driving. So it's to the point where I had to alter my yawn. Man. So like, how you take that deep inhale, you take the deep inhale. I'm about to yawn, so I inhale and then I blow out my nose. Like I'm like, so that's another thing they kept on talking about, drowsy driving. Just you had an incident of drowsy driving that one day, and I'm like, what do you, dude? I said, I looked at the video and I disputed it because I wasn't even yawning or nothing. I just rubbed my head. And I was like, man, I disputed it. So long story short, they was coming down on me, man. We ended up getting off the phone. I tried to dead it. All right, I try to do better. He called me back and told me, yeah, Jason, I got to take away your days. I got to take away because you didn't finish your videos. That's the new punishment. When you don't finish your videos, they take away your days. So, man, why they took away like 3 days from me right before the holiday. Now, I don't really celebrate the holiday like that. You know what I mean? But that's not neither here or there. You know what I mean? Like I need all the money I could get, and I don't plan on not working just because of, some videos. But now it was a judgment call to this new driver manager. I'm like, man, this dude took away my day, so now I'm at home stressing. I was upset, man. I was really upset, to the point where I just started doing like some, handiwork at the house and stuff that needed done. And I was working hard to where it kind of took my mind off of things, but I needed to find something to do because it had me so upset. My old man starts thinking crazy. I was thinking like crazy stuff, like worldly stuff, like stuff that I used to think about. Like, I want to get at people and I want to, break stuff, and and it's serious, man, because I got the wife and kids to take care of. You know what I mean? So I was at home stressing, and I just ended up doing like just trying to do busy work, man, like fixing the house up, breaking my tools out and doing stuff at the house, and that work that did make me feel a lot better. That was kind of healing, So had a real small check that one week. It was only like a couple $100. I was really upset, but it is what it is, And then I was just like talking to God, man, talking to the Most High Yah, and knowing that He'll take revenge for me. But I was saying it because I was angry, man, and I don't never really show my worst side. Don't none of us show our worst side on social media, But I was cussing, man, cussing and fussing. And I was upset, man, really angry. I'm talking about like felt like I could box, I could go 12 rounds. I was just upset, man. All types of upset. My lady's like, yeah, calm down, Jay. Like, what a woman should do, try to make you calm down. So, long story short, the reason why I'm telling the story is because like right before the holidays, man, right before their Christmas and regardless of the fact or whatever I choose to celebrate, I need this money, man. Every day, I'm trying to grind and just to make my life better. I don't want to be a puppet for money. And it's kind of like you're in between a rock and a hard place because you don't want to be sold out for money. But, we all need it to sustain our lives, man. We got to pay bills. We got to, you know, try to stack it up as much as we can. And my whole thing for getting money, of course, because I want to live comfortable. And before I get old, I want to set myself in a position where I'm all right. So, and I think about my children. Because in the scripture it talks about, I talk about it a lot, and I'm always continue to say it, because I gotta remind and put it out there for people that you know they say a man is supposed to leave an inheritance to his children's children, and I think about how my pops ain't do that for me, and his grandfather before him, and I just be thinking like, what type of time was they on, because not to say they didn't love their children, but they ain't love them like the way they should. Because now I'm over here trying to break that whole cycle. You know what I mean? In the 2025, like I think about my children. I'm like, man, think about these kids, man. They didn't ask to be born, and it's not their fault. So it's like, try to do for your children. You know what I mean? And leave them something before you're out of here. It's not just about you. So which brings me to what I'm saying now, right? They took 3 days from me. That's some money. That's some bread right there. So y'all works in mysterious ways, man. Who they call God. God works in mysterious ways because, earlier in the week, or I would say like after they took my 3 days, they end up giving me back another day because the tractors went down. When the tractor goes down and you're on schedule, you have to show up. You still have to show up to the yard. So I still got to get up early in the morning, 2 in the morning, and drive, an hour over here to Carlisle and sit in the yard. Now, we used to only have to sit for 2 hours to get credit for the whole day. Now we got to sit for 4 hours. So it's like they always doing stuff it's almost like they try to discourage you to not come, but it's not your fault that the equipment goes down. And then I see that another thing, they try to blame it on the drivers. It's not the drivers. You got to think, they running the same tractor. So I'll work it for 3 or 4 days. And then the other 3 or 4 days, somebody else is running it. So the truck is constantly being ran like at least 6 days out the week, year round for years. They got the mechanic right up the way. They call it the TA. And whenever something's wrong with the truck, they come and get it. But, and I'm not gonna lie, maybe it could be a little bit of both. Some drivers aren't really take care of the truck. You're supposed to do your pre-trip, post-trip inspections, make sure that your fluids is right, your oil. There's not much really you could do. We're not mechanics, but you got to make sure it has antifreeze, and you got to look at stuff and make sure that it's good. You got to keep your truck clean. Not everybody does that, but there's making a big deal about that also, so now I'm getting to where I was trying to, I know I'm kind of long-winded, but I just wanted to talk because I got to sit here for 4 hours anyway. But I get back to work. I'm working again, and that following week, and trying to get back on track. Now I'm only getting like 3 days. So going back on the second week back, now the tractor's down, I get a free day back. See, I feel like, God don't like ugly, man. See, y'all had to give me back that day anyway. Now you had to give me back that day. So they gave me back 1 day. Cool. Free day. I had to sit for 4 hours. Um, well, that day I didn't have to sit because the dude, my driver manager, Carlos, we call him Carlos. He said, man, he said, go ahead, you could go. Well, we had this guy coming. He said he was coming. He wasn't coming, and because my truck wasn't working, I had to put it down on the DVIR. I had to put it out of service. So I'm on the phone with Carlos. He's in the yard, and he said, well, well, they're trying to switch your tour, but Benny was supposed to come in, but he ain't in yet, or whatever. And I said, oh, well, look, that car's coming right now. I think he's coming right now. And then I said, well, my dispatch manager didn't tell me I had to go back out. They trying to make me pick somebody else's route up. I'm like, man, that's not, I came to work to do mine. Mine didn't work. You should just let me get this free day. This is what I'm saying in my mind. Let me just get my free day. But then he did say, after a while, he said, man, we don't got no more tractors. Excuse me. We don't have no more tractors. Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead. You could go. You're going to get paid for the 12 hours. He said it like 2 or 3 times. So that was the first day that I got a free day. So I left, man. I came out the yard. I clocked out. I started driving. I got on the turnpike. He calls me back. I pick up the phone. I shouldn't even picked up the phone, man. Here, he's like, man, you got to turn back around because you're supposed to work this. I said, dude, you already let me go home. You already sent me home. Like, come on, I'm a grown man. You can't be ping ponging me back like that. You can't do me like tennis. So I did leave. And long story short, the next day I had to talk to the dude again. I said, because I didn't feel right. I felt like, what, you're not going to give me credit for the day that I'm supposed to get? You know what I mean? And he did. He said, see, Jason, man, I'm admit when I'm wrong. And I did tell you to leave. So that's the first free day. Now, the following week, here, the tractors are still down again. So that was on yesterday, on the 4th. January 4th. So I had to come out here. It's cold, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's Antarctica out here. So, I can't come out here, man. I said, man, that's a blessing. And then, I'm telling my lady, you see, look how they did me dirty. You know what I mean? They did me dirty. Now they gotta give me back them days. So look at my schedule for Sunday. Today's Sunday. And well, look, let's rewind. Yesterday, when I got off, I went fishing. I went fishing, you know what I mean? Because I passed the river on my way home. So I'm like, cool, man. I fished probably till like 1 o'clock, and went home, chill, my family, and then schedule on Sunday on my app, it says on Sunday. So I see the time I have to come in, right? I see the block. So last night I look again and it's gone again. So I already know if it's gone again, here I got another free day. And I just want to stop and thank the Most High. I thank you, Father Yah, because if this ain't an example of He fights your battles, you know what I mean? I was so angry, bro. I was so angry. It's like unbecoming of me. And we're tested. And my old man, sometimes it don't want to die. It's my fleshly man don't want to die. Like, if you don't know, I'm originally from the Bronx. And my upbringing, man, I had one of the best childhoods, man. We were impoverished. And I have this toughness from like New York. Like I was fighting when I was a little kid, man. It's like I had no choice, coming from the BX, man. So big up to the BX, man, because I still love where I'm from. So, what I wanted to say was, I be wanting to fight, man. I be angry. And that's a bad thing, and I'm still working on that to this day. I don't know. It's bad, but I'm praying, and I'm asking you guys to pray for me, man, because I don't want to lose my life behind nothing crazy. And I'm not saying I'm gonna lose my life, but that's why I don't road rage. Of course, I'm a driver. I'm a professional driver, and it's not. It's like we all got to work on that. Don't lose your cool on minor stuff, and just take several seats, man. Take several breaths. Calm down, count, do whatever it is that you need to do to calm down. I just wanted to share that I be wanting to take action on my own, like I want to key people's cars. I want to smash windows and slice tires and grip people up, because I got some fight game, man. And I really truly believe that. I know it. I was fighting since I was young, but that's not the way to go, And then I want to share that with you guys because you see how look how I end up getting all 3 days back. Yeah, I gotta come and sit. Man, that's a small price to pay, But if that's not like, and it's not karma, to me it's not karma. I believe in a higher being, and I definitely feel like he's working. He got my best interest at hand, and I'm just thanking him for getting me back my days, man. And so I just on this January 5th, on this Sunday, this new light, before the light is even up, I just wanted to share that with people out there, man. I don't know if there's people watching or not, but yeah, definitely, I should be boxing. But it's always good to have your skills up, man. Like, even if even if you don't fight for a living, you always got to have your skill set up, to be able to. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself. But my thing is, so the saying really goes, like, let the Most High fight your battles, man. Because there's certain things that's out of our hands and we can't handle. And then the test is so real. Man, that test was so real for me. Even when I was on unemployment the first time, that was like, man, I was like a fish out of water. You get your mindset in a way where I'm working every day. I'm so into like grinding and working, and every morning I'm in this routine, man. I talk about it all the time. I get up, I thank the Most High right away when I wake up, and for protecting me through the night and protecting my family. I get dressed, I give my wife a kiss, and then I go and I give my kids a kiss. Then I gotta walk upstairs to give my son a kiss, and pray over them. And I've been doing that, man, faithfully. There's not no time that I ever part from them without praying over them, and then I pray while I'm on the road. Then I go to Rudders, I get my coffee, I gas up, and when that routine was broken the first time, it messed me up, man. And I'm thinking about getting a different job, and then I don't want to leave the job too, because there's something in my mind. When I was younger, man, I had like 100 jobs, man. I get a job, lose a job, get a job, lose a job, get a job, lose a job. I would do that so much, and then I was smoking weed and chasing shorties, and I didn't have a wife, and I had to, I was just in the street, man, and I was a knucklehead, man. So something in me now, it makes me feel like I'm trying to be faithful to a job, man, like the way I'm being faithful to my wife. Like, I want to hold down the job and get some type of, working history, to show reliability, man. So that's why I came back to the same job, because I never had no intention of leaving. When I signed up for unemployment, that's what they said. They have to do like this assessment of what happened, right? So they said, we found that you did, this is exactly what they said. We found that you did nothing willfully to lose your job. Good money, baby. They had to pay me, baby. It wasn't as much as I was getting. And that's the thing in my mind. I went from, I don't like talking about bread, but, I went from making a certain amount of money to making half. And in my mind, I took it like a long vacation, fixing up the house, chilling, coming, going. I bought a little dirt bike. I was having fun, and just it was like, I have to in my mind say, I have to say these things, man. Like, I'm not a puppet, man, and I'm not gonna let this world rule me. Like, I'm not gonna let money have me out of pocket. Cause even when I was young, I did some crazy stuff for money, man. But I wasn't that crazy over bread. There's other people that was, did crazier things. But for the things that I did do, I think, I prayed to the Most High to forgive me for them old things that I did, But now it's like, even now, like, we need money, we need it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sell my soul for money. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy or hurt nobody for money. Like, that's one thing, is that it's important, and whoever under the sound of my voice can hear me, man. Like, even with these young boys, man, like, you gotta go get this bread, man. You gotta get up and work. A man works. You have to work, man. And if you're not working, man, what type of man are you? What type of man are you that you can't get up? It don't matter if it's cold. It don't matter if you're sick. It don't matter if your body hurts. It don't, if your body hurts, get some Epsom salt and put it in that bath. If you sick, man, drink some tea, man. Get some ginger tea, drink some honey. Yo, do what you gotta do, man. Drink some hot teas, hot fluids, eat right, feed your cold, and get back out there, man. Because we can't, as men, and that's the thing, is like, everybody has all these different definitions all of a sudden, A man conducts himself in a certain way, man. The same thing as a woman. And it's not just my opinion, man. It's facts. And I'll go based off the word. And I'm not just being like all gun-ho crazy, like trying to fight people about scripture neither. You know what I mean? Because you practice it, and we'll see in real lifetime what works for you. A man is supposed to work. It keeps you humble, and it keeps you strong. And it's like, these things, the sin of man, it came on us, man. We had to work, man. From out the ground came thorn and thistles, and man had to work from the sweat of his brow, to bring forth food and stuff. So, I'm just, I'm acknowledging, because sometimes I'm like, man, they say God or the Most High, Yah, yeah, talk to people back in the days. I'm like, well, damn, I don't hear him talking to me, man. I'll be upset. Sometimes I almost be like, knowing he's here, I'll be like, man, I can't tell. I can't tell that he's here sometimes, man. Like, is he just not, is he turning his face from me? Like, Father, don't turn your face. Please don't turn your face from me. And don't, please don't lose faith in me to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? And so I'm saying that to say that he talks in a different way, you see? And if you're not listening, or if you're not seeing life for what it is, you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it. As these days passed, I got one day off. And then I got another day off. And then I got another day off. And that's not a coincidence. You understand? We make up these words to fit ourselves, to make us feel better. Of course, there's some things that's tragic we can't really go through, but how much more better is it if you knew the Most High, if you took a step towards him, so that you be stronger? Because things do happen, and things might happen in the future that I'm gonna feel that I probably can't handle. Everybody has a Job moment, y'all forbid that you lose family members or somebody dies. My heart goes out to people who have that had that happen. It's a part of life, and the older we get, we're gonna lose people, But I'm going back to saying what I was originally saying, is that, man, I wanted to hurt somebody, bro. But then who could I really blame? That's another thing I did. I got upset. I'm more upset at Carlos for taking my days away. Really, because I was grinding during the Christmas holiday. I was grinding, man, like 4 or 5 days out the week, man, and picking up extra days, just so I could get this money. And then he took away my days all behind. Oh, well, you didn't get the video finished. I ain't get the video finished. Come on, man, that's some old crab stuff right there. What you talking about, man? Like, but then as a man, I had to look at it and be like, you know what? I have to eat that. Because it's true, I didn't finish my videos. But I'm mad. But then I feel justified to be mad at somebody else. And a lot of time we do that. You just waking up and finding a reason to be mad at people, man. Go take a walk, man. Go get some fresh air or something, man. You just mad at, I remember my mom, y'all rest her soul, like, and I know she's not resting, man, because she's doing work in the kingdom. That's how I feel about mama. She used to say that to me, man, when I was younger. Why are you so mad? Why are you so angry, Jason? One time, you know what she said to me? You want me to buy you some weed? I'm like, no, ma. I said, no. I said, why you say that, ma? Why you say that? Because that's how you act. That's how you be acting when you ain't smoking, when you ain't got no weed. And I felt great. My mom used to say the realest stuff to me, man. And it'll hit me like a ton of bricks, like, damn, bro, I'm out of pocket. You know what I mean? I'm tripping. That's how you act, Jason. You be acting, you be mad at everything. Like, once you be talking, that's how you get. She be like, man, I rebuke that. I rebuke that in the name of God. I rebuke that. I be like, why you rebuking me, though? Why you gotta rebuke me, mom? Because stop acting like that, Jason. That's not the way you're supposed to be. My mom used to come at me, and I miss her, man. So I'm saying that to you guys too, man, and all these little young bucks, man, even the older people, some grown ass children, man. You need to have several seats, man. And eat. They be saying, have a slice of that humble pie, man. Eat the whole pie, man. Eat the whole pie. Cause you guys be acting. I know don't nobody be sharing it. But you guys is a bunch of selfish, just like me, bunch of selfish ass grown kids at times. And we working to be better, man. We adults. I don't care if you're a female or male. Stop being selfish. The world don't revolve around you, and just be humble. Like, see me being humble, look how I came back, man. And that ain't no coincidence. Reason why I get lost in certain things that I say, and I repeat myself a lot, because I have to live by it. I gotta look at it, acknowledge it, understand it, and then move on, man. You see, a kid get hit by a truck and die, that's an accident. Was it meant to happen? Well, did nothing in life ever happen didn't nothing in life, yeah, it's not supposed to happen, technically. But nothing in life ever happened to me that wasn't supposed to happen, because it wouldn't have happened. And the probability of things happening, when it happens, we can't really question it. Of course, we're going to agree. We're going to try to reason it. And that's the reason why we reason it with the Most High. Because nothing else really makes sense. Why are you not understanding? You're going to be so bitter and angry and mad and not understanding, like a confused little child running around blaming everybody else for things that happen to you in your life, man. It's crazy that they ever used to say, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Word. Pull myself up. What? It's crazy they ever said that, man. But that's how I kind of feel about my life. Like, whenever things happen bad to me, I need to stop making excuses. What these people did, it was horrible. It was horrible, man. They love us and hate us so much at the same time. And we need to acknowledge it and move forward, man. I take my example a lot from from the brothers. Everybody's walk from the brothers too. You know, I love the black so-called black man. You know, I love all the races, but people that's so resilient, man, so strong, man. I'm inspired by you guys because I'm not of the darker race, but I have, you know how they say the one drop rule. You know what I mean? You know they not like us. You know what I mean? Just like Kendrick Lamar said, but. You know, I digress. You know, I'm just wanted to share that with you on this January 5th and say that, man, be grateful and stop being hateful, man. It's your boy J Nat, aka H2O ACHE space 2 space O. No doubt, most definitely. If you don't, you should already know, man. I'm out, man. Peace, love, and hair grease. 100, 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 zillion. I'm out of here. I don't even know how to end this thing. I never did it live.